and welcome to another lovely episode of Top Truths Limited. And today we have the honor to be here live with us, Central Zonal Chairman of the IYC Worldwide, which is the person of Mr. Eneife Perez. Thank you for gracing our show today, sir.
Thank you very much. First, let me correct you. My name is Comrade Eneife.
Wow, I'm so sorry about the name. Welcome to today's episode, and we are very glad to have you here with us. And we want you to briefly introduce yourself to us, sir.
Okay, my name is Comrade Eneife. Privileged to serve with your people as the Zonal Chairman for the next 3 years. I hail from Ijaw local government, Bomodi community to be precise. And that's me for you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. We are privileged to have you here with us. And sir, with your permission, we have just a few questions for you. Okay. And our first question is, what are the basic definition of a leader on your own terms? What is the basic definition of leadership?
For me, leadership means a lot of things to different people. But for me, in simple terms, leadership is all about sacrifice. A man who is ready to sacrifice his all for the well-being of his people. That's the definition of the layman definition of leadership.
Okay. Thank you very much. We'll move over to our next question, which is, as leader, one of the leaders of the IYC Worldwide, we want to know what are the notable and significant strategies that are being put out there for the betterment of the Ijaw youth.
Upon our assumption of office, 8th of August 2023, the executive, led by my humble self, in consonant with the entire 10-man executive, structures of council, boards, leaders, we had an interface. And one thing we observe is that most people see the IYC as an organization that they are not proud to identify with. So we sat as executive and said, no, let us change the narrative. We might not get it all correct, but we'll continue to add our little value in advancing our cause. The IYC is a struggle. It's not a money-making venture. But even in the struggle, we must give back to society. We organized an educational outreach where we purchased over 100 and close to 150 jam for our people, because we want our people to be educated. People always say that Ijaw people are lazy, Ijaw people don't like work, Ijaw people don't have skill, Ijaw people don't know A, B, and C. So that's the reason behind we buying that jam form. Not just buying the jam form like a normal politicians will do. Yes. We also gave a charge to them that among the people we bought jam form for, if you have 3 notable Ijaw sons who have a flying colors and secure admission, we are going to take care of the institution fee. Apart from that, when a man, I was in the higher institution, most times feeding is a problem. When you don't have anything to eat, it's a tendency that you will not concentrate. The zone also agreed that every month we're giving them a possible allowance of 10,000 naira to aid them so they can be focused and come out with a flying color. So that the notion that they have about the IYC will change. Because if you, for example, if you're that person, at the end of the day, you come out with a 2-1, 2-2, or a first class, and somebody's talking bad about IYC, will you join them? Because the IYC ordinarily trained you in the institution.
Of course.
You understand? So we have set up that mechanism in promoting education. In the next couple of weeks and months, we'll be giving back to 3 to 5 Ijaw schools. The IYC have agreed under our leadership to come up with a modern barbing salon, well equipped, air conditioned, to support our people, to move them off the streets and begging of work. If a man is gainfully employed, he will not have the strength to go and steal in the night.
Yes.
So those are things that leadership under our watch is trying to do to change the narrative. We might have not done so well, but it's work in progress. Remember, IYC is not a making money venture. We are just agitators who are agitating for the well-being of our people.
Yeah, that's a very notable answer. And we already want to say thank you on behalf of the students that you are trying to put out there. And which will lead us to our next question. Sometimes being a leader is overwhelming and overbearing at the same time. And we want to know what are those mechanisms you put and you lay out there to get back in track to your role as a leader. When all those days when you don't feel so strong being a leader, what are those mechanisms you put out to enable you to fall back in life?
Okay, the IYC is structured in the national zone and clan, and even in the zone that we have other officers of council. I'm not just chairman alone. We have a vice chairman, we have assistant secretary, student information officer, student treasurer, field secretary. No one tree can ever make a forest. There's this popular saying, now when tree come close, monkey is smart. So the days that are not available, then I'm sick or weak. But other officers of council, if you watch clearly, even if your camera will not show, there are two officers of the zone who are already seated here, the student rep and assistant secretary. At every given time, there is an officer at the zone who will be available to address the issue. We are all officers of the zone. Apart from that, we have clan chairmen who are our ambassadors in the various 43 clans here in Central Zone. Whatever thing that we know that is happening in Mr. A, B, or C clan, just a phone call, Mr. Chairman, treat and report to any officers of a council. At the moment, I am not disposed. At the moment, I'm not even in the zone. There was a time we traveled to Ghana. Other officers of the zones were around. They were leading the organization. So the IYC is not a one-man show. The IYC have various officers of council who can share responsibility when given to by the leader of the particular structure of council.
Thank you very much. If we want to put it on a scale of preference, I would want to know in the next 5 years, how far and how well do you envision the IYC to be?
The IYC is structured in the 3 years government. I've already spent 10 months, so I just have 2 years, 2 months. Every prayer of the father is that his son will do far greater things than him. So it's my prayer and desire, and all the structure of council, all the officers of council, that when we leave, before we even leave, we're going to set a template. Even the Bible said, make the vision plain. Whoever sees it can run with it. So we are going to set a standard under our leadership. Those that will succeed us as the next crop of leaders of the IYC will know the vision, see the vision, and be able to interpret the vision. I want to state wherever in the next 5 years, IYC can be proud of having multiple first-class products. The IYC can even have a water factory. The IYC would have trained more than 20 people in various skills, and not just training, establishing them. There's one thing to train the person, and there's another thing to establish the person. And that's why it's our 1 year office. We are equipping a barbing salon and we are giving them freely. Freely we get, freely we give. Everything in the barbing salon will be yours. What you owe the Central Zone, not me, is that every 6 months you must replicate your kind. You must train 3 to 5 persons who will also be an ambassador of the IYC. What the zonal leadership will do? We'll be looking for funds periodically to ensure that we create more permit. The permit will not be centered just in Yenegua.
Yes.
Tomorrow it can be Amazona. Next tomorrow it can be Abua. The other day it can be Sabama. Because not everybody can leave the comfort of their place and come to Yenegua. Exactly. You understand? So we will not centralize it in just Yenegua. It's our vision in the next 5 years. So spread the God plans. Good ambassadors. So even our mothers in the village can be proud of the organization. So that's the vision that we share. That's the sentiment we hold, that IYC is our best child, and we continue to protect it jealously. Before us, it was IYC. After us, it was IYC. But we'll continue to do our own, so that those that will take over from us will be a greater ambassador. We'll have more love and passion that we share. If you see me, I'm very passionate about IYC. Now the organization where I get to, very passionate. Those that will succeed from us will be more passionate about us, so that we can lift the banner higher.
I must say that's a very commendable vision, and I pray it works out the way you have already stated it. And finally, we have our last question, so which is, what advice would you want to give out to those that are aspiring to be leaders in any sphere of life at all? We want to know what advice you have for them.
One of my guiding principle that has kept me going even before I became chairman of the zone. I was president of the Eneife Youth Council during the one of Eneife local government. One thing I want to advise people, that see leadership position as a way of building bridges, as a way of building contacts. You can never be wealthy in any leadership position. A man who wants to be wealthy while in office, just know that he has nothing to offer. Just know that he has no plan for the people. He must always set a standard for people to emulate and even do more. So my advice to people who want to be leaders at every sphere of life, please imbibe the selflessness in you, imbibe the giving back mechanism in you, and always set a vision. Like one of my boss would say, always have a long-term plan. Most of the time I have a 10 years plan. I also have a 20 years plan. I planned to be Central Zone Chairman 10 years ago, and today I'm Central Zone Chairman.
Wow.
So always set your goal and work towards your goal. Do not always monetize your goal, because if you monetize your goal, of course, you can buy your goal. So what I pray, or I wish for those who love their leadership position, always set a standard that you can meet up and have a give back mechanism to the greater society. You cannot stop societal burden.
Yes.
You can only reduce it.
Exactly.
Be part of those that will help reduce societal burden. That's my advice for people.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been an honor. It's been enlightening to have you here with us today. We say thank you and God bless you for all the efforts you put out there. And with that, we've come to a successful end of today's episode. Thank you very much, and pray that God keeps and bless you till next time we see you again. Bye.